Red hair is unique in so many ways, including care and maintenance. Court standing by with how you can love your red hair.
Because it is Love Your Red Hair Day, it just makes sense that we discuss it today. So we've got Julia Moreland joining us from Supercuts in Roseville this morning. Good morning to you.
Good morning. How are you guys?
Fantastic. And you've got a beautiful red head in your chair right now. So let's discuss, first of all, the texture of red hair. It's a little bit different. And you know, we're coming up on these colder months. The air is a little bit more dry. It can actually cause some damage to redheads, yeah?
Yes, it can actually. So I always recommend having a good leave-in for your hair. That's just going to help lock in any moisture, help with your frizziness. It's always a good idea to keep that moisture in there, especially during these months.
Yeah. Look at that beautiful color. Okay, so speaking of color, I've heard that redheads should not try to dye their hair because of the coarse nature of the actual strands. Is that true, or is it just a little bit different?
So I always recommend not fully covering it, but what I have seen happen here at Supercuts, and I think it's a great idea, is adding highlights in to your hair.
Okay.
It adds that little bit of a dimension, little brightness. And I think that's a really good look, just to brighten you up if you wanted to brighten it up for the summer or whenever.
Okay, so you mentioned some of the leave-ins. I see you've got It's a 10 over there. Do you have any specifics that you like for protecting red hair?
I really, really like the leave-in for the It's a 10. It's a good one because it does a ton of stuff. It's going to be a UV blocker from the sun. It's going to help with frizz. It's good for heat protectant as well, so that's nice if you are using a lot of heat tools and things like that, which you actually want to stay away from those a lot of times. So to me, I would say your best bet would be put a leave-in in there and then braid your hair at night. It's always a good idea. Yeah, because then you're not having to use too much heat styling, and then you wake up in the morning and you get these beautiful waves like Kayla has here. And then you can just use a sea salt spray and just kind of spray it on there a little bit and scrunch it up, and you're good to go. Less heat. It's all good.
Good to go. Now, there are so many famous redheads, and people just envy the beauty of their hair. So if you are not a natural-born redhead, what are your suggestions if you want to go from like blonde to redhead or even brunette to redhead?
So it's always easier to go from blonde to red because a lot of times you can just add in the red pigment.
Okay.
Whereas if you're going from brown hair or black hair, you're going to have to pre-lighten the hair, which is also going to be a little bit more damaging, of course.
Sure.
And then go in and add in that red pigment. So that'll also be a double process for you.
Okay, good to know. So how can people make appointments at Supercuts these days?
Yeah, go ahead. You can always give us a call. You can check in on our Supercuts app. And of course, we're always taking walk-ins. And then we're also keeping up on all of our safety protocols, maintaining 6 feet, social distancing, and everyone is required to wear a mask when you come in. So keeping up on all of that, keeping up on our sanitation, and making sure everything's clean for every new client.
And that mask is not detracting from her beautiful red locks. I love it. Thank you so much, Julia. Appreciate you. We're going to link all the info to our website, gooddaysacramento.com, under show info and today's date. Go back over to you.
Thank you.